because that was Talib's type. Maybe he should try to convince his cock to take the blonde up on her offer. Before he could, a flurry of chaos walked by. Her brown hair caught at the back of her head in a messy bun. She quickly rushed down the hall, barely containing a haphazard stack of files in her arms that stuck out this way and that, the edges poking at all sorts of odd angles. She was talking on a cell phone tucked between her ear and her shoulder, her face animated. She plowed right into the blonde, who dropped the 2 little folders she'd been carrying. The stack in the brunette's arms exploded, paper filling the air like a ticker tape parade. "God damn it!" the blonde cursed. "Fucking researchers!" "I am so sorry, Amanda." The brunette spoke in a soft Texas twang as she dropped to the ground on her hands and knees, phone tumbling across the office carpet as she began wrangling the wild herd of papers. "I was talking and I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm really sorry." "Here, let me help you," a deep voice said. Rafik, his brother, always the gentleman, hurried up the hall and got to one knee. "Thank you," the blonde purred. Then she realized Rafe was talking to the little brunette and frowned down at her. "There's a reason everyone around here calls you Pandora." Pandora, goddess of chaos. The messy bun on the back of the brunette's head looked like it would unravel at any moment, unleashing a cascade of brown curls lit with strands of honey blonde and warm red. She turned her face up, and Kade nearly cheered. His dick was back in top form now, standing tall and eager. Oh, yeah. There was nothing at all artificial about Pandora. She was soft and feminine, with bee-stung lips and blue eyes that were nearly hidden behind a pair of big glasses that might have been fashionable in the 80s. She wore a shapeless blouse, but as she moved, she popped a button, and he caught sight of creamy white cleavage flushed with a hint of pink. Clearly, she was flustered and embarrassed. "They don't call me Pandora because I unleashed evil on the world or anything," she explained. "I'm just clumsy. I apologize to you too, sir. So sorry." Then Pandora bit her lip in a way that made him wonder how she would suck a cock, provided that she'd ever sucked a cock before. Her air of innocence had him wondering. He could teach her how to suck a cock. His cock. His brother Rafe's cock. She looked back at him. She was far more polite than the blonde, who impatiently tapped her stiletto, palm outstretched, as she waited for Pandora to organize and return her folders. Clearly, Amanda wasn't going to lower herself to help. So, the sweet brunette picked up the blonde's folders and carefully placed the documents inside before handing them up to the other woman. Kade watched her every move. Poised on all fours, Pandora's ass stuck up in the air. Even encased in an ugly khaki skirt, there was no hiding those curves. That ass was made to take a cock, her hips perfect for holding onto as a man drove inside and made her howl with pleasure. There was a vicious swat to his knees, and he looked up into Rafe's impatient eyes. "Are you going to help or not?" Kade heard the unspoken end to that sentence. "Or are you going to stand there and stare at her ass?" He wanted to stare at her ass. A single grunt from his older brother made him sigh and drop to the floor. Folders were scattered everywhere, paperwork spread out around her like a multicolored quilt of chaos. Pandora, indeed. She'd shaken up his day. He wondered if she could also rock his world. "What about that coffee?" Amanda asked him, her voice dropping to a seductive murmur. He didn't bother to look up at the blonde. "I'm not thirsty right now. I'll just wait for Dex." She tisked, huffed, and stomped off. He smiled. "So, once we've cleaned up this little mess, would you like to get a drink?" Kade asked Pandora in his smoothest voice. His brother's head came up, his mouth dropping open. Rafe's expression silently said, "Idiot." Why were Rafe's panties in a wad? Could he not see the bounty in front of them? Now that Kade was close...